some solid new recruitment that we need. I would say Harry Kane has been the best striker in the last 4 or 5 years. This is my opinion.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Everything Sports Podcast. I'm Chirag and today we have Jaiveer back in the house with us. He's a huge Manchester United fan. So let's see how you guys like his opinions today about the Premier League. Right? And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm noticing a lot of you are not subscribed. Just click on it, helps us a lot. Thank you.
So, welcome back. How are you, Jaiveer?
All good.
How's supporting Manchester United going?
Tiring. Very tiring.
How do you
Poster
feel?
promotions.
How do you feel the first matches went?
I would say we were very lucky in the first game, to be honest. And I know I probably will get a lot of stick for saying this, but that was a penalty. That was a penalty. Varane clearly fouled him. But yeah, we got away with it. We got a point, but yesterday was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Nobody really knew what was going on because I was watching the game and the second goal that Tottenham scored, the one that bent actually Lisandro Martinez's own goal.
Yeah.
I was tracking. I was literally looking at Bruno Fernandes in the whole game. Like I was looking at Bruno while the second goal was made, and I saw what he was doing. It was his man. Ben Davies was his man.
But do you feel this new United, I think they should give them time? Like, under Eric Ten Hag at least. Like, you should give them another season maybe? Do you feel that's fair?
Probably, but at the same time, I believe that what a lot of people don't realize is that it's not about the team, it's not about the players, it's about the foundation of the team. It's about leadership. And yesterday, I didn't see any leadership from any of those guys, especially Bruno Fernandes, who's supposed to be a leader. You're literally the captain of the team.
Yeah.
You're supposed to lead from the front. He gets annoyed when things don't go his way. You can't do that. You can't do that. He stopped running. So, I mean, he should be criticized heavily for his performance last night. That was really bad.
So, how do you feel United should approach the next games? Should they change their strategy on the field,
Honestly-
or should there be bigger changes behind the scenes?
Honestly, I think that there's a lot of things going in the background for Manchester United. Because last night I saw that players were tired. The fitness level is not up to the
I actually
mark.
noticed that.
Yes, players are tired.
Shocked.
Casemiro was tired. Mason Mount was tired. Bruno Fernandes was tired.
Yeah.
Anthony, I don't know what Anthony does in the game. Honestly, I haven't been able to figure out what Anthony actually does in the game. What's his forte? What does he do when he goes forward? I know about Rashford. I know about Bruno Fernandes. I know what Casemiro can do. I know about what Rafael Varane can do. I don't know about Anthony. Does he always want the ball on his left foot so that he can cut inside? Well, that's not how football works.
Yeah, that's very niche. So, strategically, what should they do? Behind the scenes, okay, it makes sense. There has to be a change now, and it has to be a big change, not just change the manager. I think it should be
Players.
everything.
There's some new recruitment, some solid new recruitment that we need, especially up front. I don't see the three players up front combining. I don't see the synergy between them. Rashford, Anthony, and Garnacho. I don't think that's enough for us. I don't think that right now, given the players that we have, the forward line is that good. We needed someone like Harry Kane, as I said before. We needed a marquee signing.
Yeah, but I think that's gone now.
Obviously not now we can't do anything about it, but we needed someone like that. Someone that
Okay,
can.
so speaking of signings, who do you think should Manchester United aim for in the winter transfer window? We just had the summer one, and we'll get to the biggest transfers. But who do you think they should aim for now that Harry Kane's gone to Bayern, and most of the targets have gone here or there?
I think first of all, we need a good striker, a proper number 9,
Finisher.
a finisher. Yeah, a finisher. Second of all, I think we need another defender. a young and yet an experienced one. If I would say if Jules Koundé were available, he would be the perfect signing. But yeah, I don't think he'll be Barca. Someone like the Barca captain, he's pretty good. Arujo, he's a
Yeah.
pretty good defender. We
But
need
he's
someone like that.
very loyal to Barca.
Yeah, that's pretty
He
obvious.
doesn't even step on the crest. Like, saw his clip. Like, I was watching the match and I couldn't like realize like why is he doing this. And then I saw the clip on Insta later that he like dived over the crest on the field. Okay, so as a striker, who do you feel would be the number one pick?
As a striker,
A realistic winter transfer number one pick for Manchester
this
United.
is quite difficult to be honest.
Mbappe might leave.
Mbappe is not coming to United. Like I want to be
Realistic.
realistic here.
Realistic.
So I would have no problem signing Memphis Depay back. Eric Ten Hag is Dutch, and Memphis Depay. I don't really see why we can't give him another shot at United.
I actually feel he's underrated.
I actually feel he's very underrated because he's actually very good with the ball. He's got a good vision. I think if we change the dynamic a little bit, if we bring a centre forward instead of a striker, I think that could work. It's a gamble,
That
but
would be something new. But again, back to Depay, he actually did very well for Barcelona also. Like when he was there, like there were bits of pieces where you could see like what he wanted to do and what he was trying to do. Obviously, it didn't work out that well with the management and everything that time. But I do feel like he's underrated. Like if United do sign him, that would be interesting to watch.
I would say we need someone like that. We need a player who can lift up the spirits again. If not Depay, I was really impressed by this one striker who's very good in the air. It's that guy, Sevilla striker, Al-Nasseri. I've seen him score these type of goals numerous number of times. Saw what he did against Portugal in the World Cup. I saw what he did to Man City, who have one of the best defenses in the game. So he's pretty good in the air. If we can get a striker like that, and if we can provide the right process to someone like him, we can get many goals out of him.
Okay.
And I don't see the wing backs attacking in United. You know, like with Van Bissaka, he's not very good with the ball. He's very good at tackling. He's very good at defensive positioning, but I don't see him that good on the ball. So we need something like that. We need players to take risks. I don't see them taking risk anymore. It's very boring to watch at times. It's very boring to watch at times. And I know that there's a lot of criticism going on, but it's true. You have to understand that you're at one of the biggest clubs in the world, one of the most prestigious clubs in the world. The performances cannot be this low.
Agreed. So going back to the transfers, the summer transfer window just ended and the new season just started. Who do you feel have been like the biggest transfers? Like just talking about the Premier League for now, ins and outs. Who do you think have been the biggest transfers?
Chelsea, obviously Chelsea, definitely. But honestly, we can't underestimate Arsenal either. Arsenal last
Arsenal, I
season.
think, had a really good window this time. Like,
Arsenal last season looked pretty good, so they filled all the gaps they needed
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
They did not have the right reinforcements last season to win the league because they almost did. If it weren't for injuries,
Yeah.
I reckon they might have won the league. But it was Ben White got injured at the wrong time. So they signed this guy Timber. They needed a central defensive midfielder. They got one of the best central defensive midfielders in the game. And they needed someone up front in case Gabriel Jesus gets injured. They got Kai Havertz, who probably will perform this season.
like you see the team learning from their mistakes and everything.
Yeah, they're going to be
Yeah.
pretty good this season, Arsenal.
Okay. What about Harry Kane, the missed Manchester transfer? How do you feel like he's gonna do in Munich now that he's there?
Oh, it's just as good, if not better. Like it's Harry Kane we're talking about. For me, Harry Kane, I would say Harry Kane has been the best striker in the last 4 or 5 years. For me, this is my opinion. I would say he's been that good. he scored 30 goals in an underperforming Tottenham side last
Yeah.
season, whereas Erling Haaland scored 34,
30,
36,
35. Yeah.
36 in Man City.
Yeah.
He had Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva.
That,
Imagine
that stat is actually crazy. Thinking about how Tottenham was doing
Yeah,
last
and-
season.
the thing about Harry Kane and the difference is
Hmm.
Erling Haaland is a number 9. He knows exactly where to be. He knows exactly what he needs to do inside the box.
Inside the
Harry
box,
Kane is
yeah.
the kind of a player. If you put him at a number 10 position, if you play him as a false 9, he would be. I would say he would be a perfect player at number 9. And I think that's what Bayern are going to do. Because the wingers that they have, they
Yeah.
can run in behind. Sane and Coman, they can run in
Yeah.
behind with Harry Kane just sitting back.
Hmm.
I think
I think that would be interesting to watch. I think he already scored.
he scored,
Yeah.
he assisted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Harry Kane, England captain.
But he looks good. He was like his first match there looked like he was having fun.
But I think this
He
was a
was
very
enjoying it.
bizarre transfer in my opinion. Like Harry Kane
In
to
what
Bayern.
sense?
Um,
Like the names don't
the
match up.
sense that this was after a very long time that I saw an English player going to
German side.
German side, or for that matter, any any other club than England.
Yeah, actually.
Jude Bellingham was one of them. Now
Yeah.
Harry Kane, and Harry Kane is the England captain. So it was a little bizarre to watch.
Yeah, I guess when you look at it in that way, but I guess it should happen more. Like I personally feel that English players should go to different leagues more. Like look at Bellingham going to Dortmund and then now going to Madrid. It's gonna be good. Like it's
I
so
think the
exciting
amount
to
of
watch these guys
stake
there.
that these guys get, the English players get from the English media, they should go ahead and join a
Yeah,
team from a different league.
like just say bye. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, Jude Bellingham made a very good decision by leaving Dortmund and going to Real Madrid instead of Man City or Liverpool.
Mm.
If he wouldn't have performed in his first 2-3 games in England,
Yeah.
the media would have killed him.
Definitely. But the media doesn't wait for that adjustment period to get over. They just start attacking.
Because that's their job. They don't really understand how it takes a footballer to adjust in a different team, in a different around a different manager, different tactics, different city. There's a lot of things involved. It's not just that okay, I'm going to this team, I'm going to perform exactly like I did
Yeah.
in the other team.
But talking about this, adjusting to a different team,
Yeah.
I think the money has drastically changed it. I don't think a player's priority nowadays is to go to a city where they can adjust or go to a team where they can adjust. It has become money. It's slowly getting there. I'm not saying it's like that for all the players. Obviously, it isn't. But some players, I feel like it's going towards that money side more than agents should really think about this, bringing players to different countries, different clubs. They should talk to them if they can adjust there, if they cannot. Because you've seen so many young talents go to different clubs and then just being wasted because they found a different life outside football over there or something.
See, that's the thing about this. There's so many things that go on that people don't talk about. It's the agent convincing you. It's it's in your head what you want to do. It's the fans. It's the media. There's a lot of pressure on the player, and especially the young players. So you need to be 100% sure about, first of all, your agent. Your agent plays a very big role. And
Especially if you're a young and upcoming player from a third world country or something.
yeah, exactly. So that's, and I've seen money is changing the game a lot. When we talk about the different leagues coming up, I think Neymar is the player that started all of this.
The PSG transfer.
Yeah, that PSG
that ruined the
transfer.
market.
That Neymar transfer, for me, that has to be the worst transfer in football history. And Neymar has to be the worst, the worst wasted talent in football. The amount of potential that Neymar had, it's
I think
unbelievable.
every football fan would agree on this because everyone could see the potential in Neymar when he started out, and from going to Barcelona to PSG and then just dropping that level was bizarre.
Honestly, I think the numbers, when we talk about numbers, when we talk about how he played in PSG, it was not that bad, but it was very underwhelming. He did not achieve probably not even 10% of what he should have achieved. When we talk about it, he doesn't
But
have a Ballon
isn't
d'Or.
that PSG in general? Like when you talk about it, the club is itself a representation of what you're saying right now.
But we can see that Mbappe in the next, probably this year might win the Ballon d'Or. But Neymar, I
Okay.
think it's just the money got to him, or maybe
The
the
press.
lustrous lifestyle got to him. I don't know what went wrong, but
Possibly.
it's just it was very sad to watch because Neymar used to be one of my favorite players growing up. Like I started following Neymar back in 2011-12 in his last 1 or 2 seasons at Santos. When he came to Barcelona, I was very happy, and I always thought that this is the player who would at least win 2 Ballon d'Ors, and he's the player who's gonna, after Messi and Ronaldo, it's gonna be Neymar.
He was on the list 5 times or something, right?
But-
4 or 5 times, but he was never the winner. Yeah,
I mean, he was never the winner, but he always had the potential, and he's the architect of his own downfall, in my opinion. Nobody,
definitely.
not media, not the agent, not the players, not the team. He is the architect of his own downfall. It was his decision to leave Barca, get out of Messi's shadow, all in all to end up in Mbappe's shadow.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just.
What do you feel like? Where would have Neymar gone if not PSG back
Back when he left Arsenal.
then? Yeah. Let's say PSG just didn't want him and some other clubs did. So where would have he gone? Like what would have been the best fit for him back then? So
Back
this is
then.
like 15, 16?
No.
17,
17,
sorry.
18. Back then, I would have wanted Neymar to come to United. He would have been perfect for us. Under Jose Mourinho, it's our second season. We've just signed Lukaku. We've just signed Matic. I think Neymar would have been pretty good. But if not United, like I'm favoring United.
Yeah.
If not United, then he should have come to Man City then. Should have come to Man City under Pep Guardiola.
City would have been interesting.
City.
Neymar in City, yeah.
See, I think under Pep Guardiola, he's the kind of player that does not really listen to a lot of managers. I've seen
He has his own style.
yeah, he has his own style. But then again, Pep Guardiola is the kind of a player who can change that, who cannot really change that style, but he can diverse that style into a different, for his team.
Yeah. He can make it work somehow.
Yeah, he has that tendency of making players do what they want,
Yeah.
but for the team.
That makes
So
sense.
that's something that could have happened, but obviously now it's never going to happen. Or you never know. You never know.
But yeah, let's see how Saudi works out for these days. What are your thoughts on the Saudi Pro League now? There are rumors that they're trying to get the winner into the Champions League.
That's
and everything.
absolutely horrendous to hear. That should not happen.
Yeah, personally, I agree that should not happen because that beats the concept of UEFA being
Yeah,
a European.
exactly. What's the point? What's the point of you making this is just another Super League? We're quite there.
Yeah, but it's just not. बोलने के लिए it's not Super League.
It's
But
not
it is Super League.
It's not even been 6 months since they've signed so many players. Now they're
Yeah.
getting a petition to go into the UEFA Champions League next year.
Yeah.
If this were 6 years, 7 years down the line, that still would have made a little bit of sense.
Like
They're
after
not
some
even-
growth.
Yeah, after some
Yeah,
growth.
okay.
You've just signed players.
Hmm.
Nobody knows the quality of the league. Nobody knows the quality of the fans. Nobody knows the quality of the media.
Hmm.
And you're going to get into the greatest club championship in the world. That's not how it works.
I don't think you can ever know the quality, the real quality in terms of countries like Saudi or the UAE side
Yeah.
countries or whatever. Because
Actually.
there is a lot of iron curtaining going on with the media and everything. So I feel like whatever comes out is just for us to see, tailor made for us to watch.
Yeah, that's what happened in
Okay,
North
yeah.
Korea. Do you remember that? The supreme leader, he told the people of North Korea that they won the 2010 World Cup after they lost to Portugal 7-0. They said that Portugal won the 2010 World Cup when they lost 7-0. And he told the people that Portugal scored 4 goals against us and then they ended up winning the World Cup. So that the best team in the world scored 4 goals and we got knocked out by them.
This is so.
Like this is North Korea in a nutshell.
Yeah, but
It doesn't make any sense. I know.
the lesser said, the better about North Korea. Getting back to the Premier League, what do you feel like this season is going to be like? Who do you feel like are going to be like the top 6 teams? Who do you think is going to be fighting for the Champions League spot?
Okay.
Because we've seen the battle for 1 and 2 be kind of boring by the end of the season, usually because City dominates and then it just changes hands.
City decides.
Yeah.
City decides
So-
if they want to win the league or
So
not.
then everyone's like, who's going to the Champions League? Because that's the most interesting thing left.
But I think this season Arsenal are a force to be reckoned with. And given that City sold Gundogan, which was people don't realize Gundogan had a huge impact.
Actually, all the matches I've seen for City, and I haven't seen a lot, but the matches I've seen of City, every time I watch Manchester City match, Gundogan scores, and I'm like, why are they selling him to Barcelona? Like, they
Honestly,
should
I did
keep
not
him.
understand this. We signed Kovacic.
As a Barca fan, I'm really happy that Gundogan comes
Obviously,
here.
who
But
wouldn't be?
I was really shocked that they just let him go. And it's been like that since last season. There were rumors that Barca want to sign him and Silva, I think.
Silva didn't leave. Silva is signing another contract. But you never know what Pep is thinking. He can pick up any player from anywhere and he's like, okay, this is the new Gundogan, play with him. That's probably what he did with Kovacic.
Yeah,
Kovacic-
he has that star-making power. I think.
Absolutely. Especially for midfielders.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Midfielders really thrive under
Because he was a
his heavy
midfielder.
passing.
He was a midfielder as well. And there's one player that I've seen who Pep Guardiola has changed a lot in the last 2 or 3 years. It's Rodri. If you look at how Pep used to play in his days, because I've seen the videos how Pep used to play, he's transforming Rodri into him. Rodri
Okay.
is, for me, he's the best CDM in the world. So there's that.
But in terms of positioning or in terms of like
In terms
thinking
of
about the game.
everything, to be honest, in terms of positioning, in terms of making the game, in terms of defending, in terms of reading the game, he's pretty good.
Okay.
But like coming back to winning, like coming back to the league,
Yeah.
I think now that Kevin De Bruyne is injured,
Hmm.
City are going to struggle, like we saw last night.
Yeah.
City were good,
But there were signs of struggle.
but they were.
Yeah.
You look at Haaland. Now I see why Haaland used to. Now, I mean, everybody knew why Haaland used to score so many goals. It was
De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne. But yesterday we saw that Phil Foden, on his day, he can destroy anyone.
I feel like Foden is that like diamond in the rough for them. Like he's that guy they can rely on if the big players aren't there. No.
I think he should be starting. He's 23 years old.
Yeah.
We've been talking about Foden for the last 6 years.
Hmm.
He was supposed to emerge as a star. I don't think he's quite there yet. He couldn't get in England squad.
Yeah, he's too green. I feel right now. Like there should be
He should
another
have
season
more
of him.
playing time. Most certainly should have more. When we talk about the 2021 season, the 2020-21 season where I think Chelsea won. That
Yeah,
season
Chelsea.
was pretty good for Phil Foden. That season he was thriving. Last season not so good. This season can change that. I think Kevin De Bruyne, now that he's injured, it's
Puts
all
more light on him.
exactly. Now Phil Foden has a chance to show everyone what he can do, and he's talented. He's extremely
Do you think he
talented.
can compete for Player of the Season?
PFA player of the
Yeah,
season. Oh, probably.
top 3.
Probably.
Like if things go his way.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
I think Kevin De Bruyne is injured for a very long time,
Yeah.
and Phil Foden, I don't see any reason why not. Like, yeah, he's pretty good, but I think he's not. I used to think he's going to be the next England big star. Jude Bellingham has taken him over in
Yeah.
terms of that.
But that really depends on like
playing time.
popularity and also like how much the fans get to watch you. Like Foden doesn't get to play so much as Bellingham does, I feel.
I think Foden, the fact that he plays for City, he does not get enough game time. I think if he would have played for a club like Chelsea, a club like Arsenal, he would have become a different kind of a player, a better player. I believe he's an excellent player under Pep Guardiola, but then again,
But I feel like there are a lot of players who can overshadow him in this city.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that has like put him a bit lower in terms of these guys.
Yeah, like if you ask me who would I rather have in my team, Mahrez or Foden, I would have Mahrez.
Yeah.
So Silva or Foden, I would have Silva. So yeah, he comes number two to a lot of players.
Okay, so the top six are cool, but what do you feel like is going to be like the most shocking moment
The most shocking moment.
this season? Like last season, I would argue that it was Chelsea's form and everything Chelsea. Uh, what do you feel like it would be this season?
Mm, this is going to be extremely unpopular, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Tottenham finishing in the top four.
Tottenham in the top four
Yeah, it's extremely unpopular.
without
It's gonna
Harry
be-
Kane.
Like I said, very bizarre, very unpopular, but I don't know, there's something that I saw last night that was very exciting to watch, especially the new players. I forgot the name. Oh, I forgot the name. There was Sar.
Okay.
Sar was pretty good. Then we have Bissouma. I think Tottenham need one more signing. Just one good signing.
Who do you think is the perfect, realistic
One
signing
midfielder.
right now?
One midfielder. Because I think they can.
But who's that perfect key player?
Perfect key player for Tottenham.
Hmm.
Oh, this is difficult. I think one if you have to go for a central midfielder, good central midfielder. There are a lot, but obviously they won't join.
Realistically,
Yeah,
I
they
don't
won't join
think they
Tottenham.
would join a zero trophy club.
Yeah, exactly. So we can go for someone from a smaller club, an Italian player. or
Definitely
something.
be someone young, someone up and coming. So I don't think someone with trophies or with some star power would join Tottenham at this stage.
I think there's this player in RB Leipzig who would be perfect for Tottenham. Danny Olmo. I think Danny Olmo, if he were to
Dani
join,
Olmo, yeah,
Danny Olmo would actually be very good for
he's
Tottenham.
the Spanish midfielder.
Yeah.
He's played very well for Spain actually in the World Cup.
Or maybe a number eight, a good number eight. Some that Villarreal player. I don't remember his name. The midfielder in Villarreal who plays. Is he in Villarreal? Yeah, he's in Villarreal. Who's Spain? Who plays in Spain as well. He's in the national team as well. I forgot his
Moreno?
name.
Moreno.
No, not Moreno. I think his name was Bruno Soares or something like that. Number eight for Villarreal.
Is he the 18, 20 year old guy?
No. He's a bit older. He's 23, 24, something like that. But he's pretty good. I think a Spanish midfielder, someone who's a very good passer and has a great vision,
Who can control the
who
game.
can control the game exactly,
Okay.
because they don't have
Makes sense.
that flair of midfield in the team. You have
Who can like hold it.
you have James Madison, you have Bissouma, you have Højbjerg, but they need a number eight. They need a very good number eight
Hmm.
because I think they can attack. I think they can attack.
Okay.
They were pretty good at it. Or maybe we were just too bad at defending last night. I don't know. But yeah, they were good.
So let's end with where we started, Manchester United. Where do you think they will finish this season? And what do you feel like would be their biggest moment this season? Not just the Premier League, even you can include the FA or the Champions League or whatever.
See, I don't wanna be absolutely unrealistic even winning the league. If we can reach the Champions League semi-finals, I would be very, very, very happy. That would be the biggest moment.
Okay.
Apart from that, honestly, if we don't make a couple of huge changes, we need reinforcements. I haven't seen see Mason Mount is good.
Hmm.
He's good, but he's not a player that you can rely on to win you the biggest games. Like he's not a game changer. He's not someone who would be like, okay, yeah, we're struggling, let me take matters into my own hands. He's not a marquee signing. We need a good marquee signing, even for the fans, because we can see what's going on there.
We need experience, like in that sense.
And a lot of people have not realized that the leadership is missing. The leadership is nowhere to be seen. I've seen Bruno. I was watching the last night. I was watching the game last night. I saw Bruno complain like half the time he's complaining. You can't do that. You can't do that.
But you see all these things that Ronaldo mentioned in his infamous interview,
No,
and
he was. That interview made a lot of sense. I was
like
I was
now
behind it.
it keeps making more sense as you go ahead. You know, like you see that okay, yeah, there are management issues from behind the scenes that are coming onto the field. You see that they need a different ownership, different management, different uh, thought processes basically regarding how to approach these games now. Uh, Comparing to clubs like Barcelona, who rebuilt like their entire squad and everything recently, how long do you think Manchester United should be given going ahead, considering they have like had like so many years?
It took Barca what 1.5 year, 2 years max to rebuild
2 years.
because they are pretty good. They won the league.
Yeah, they won.
They won the league.
Like yeah, they're technically back to that fighting for
Yeah,
the Champions League.
we've been trying that for as long as I can imagine,
Yeah.
and I don't understand why it's such a big deal. How can you not see where the problem lies? How can you not see what the problem is? The manager knows what he's doing. I don't think the players listen to him. I don't see that charisma, that fighting for the badge feeling from the players. You know, I don't see that in United, except for a couple of players. Casemiro is pretty good.
Casemiro has really like
We need
changed how
that.
they play.
We need that. We need experience of players who won.
Hmm.
You- Do you remember Jose Mourinho's 2009-10 Inter side?
Yeah.
That was a very aging side.
Hmm.
Maybe if you could get serial winners, maybe if you could get serial players who know how to win
Yeah.
with enough experience,
Yeah.
maybe we can turn that around.
Yeah, you need people who know how to get that, like, get to that point.
Yeah, exactly. Even if the world thinks they're washed off, maybe Eric Ten Hag can do some magic and be like that. Okay, it's time for you to prove people wrong.
Yeah,
Because I saw that 2009-10 team Inter had.
Yeah.
That was a very aging squad. That was an extremely aging squad.
I think half of those guys were like retiring in the next.
Yeah,
2 years
exactly.
or something.
And they had just sold one of the best finishers in the game. They had signed Eto'o and sold Zlatan.
Yeah,
They had signed Diego Milito and Snyder, and they won the treble, beating Barcelona.
what a time to
Actually,
go.
So we
Actually,
need
yeah,
something
that
like
Inter side was quite legendary. But yeah, I agree. United should get some more experience in that sense. People who know how to get to that championship winning stage should definitely be in United. And in terms of attitude, I feel like they should really
There's a-
like they need a big change.
I think players have now gone off that attitude that okay, we're playing for Manchester United, anything can happen. No, you have to fight for it.
Yeah, but that has led to like Manchester United not being Manchester United
See,
anymore.
exactly my point. Like last night, I saw, and it was just so. It was humiliating to watch. It was boring. It was getting on my nerves at one point. I'm like, what's going on? I don't see any moves going on. I don't see any excitement. See, this is something that Sir Alex said. I don't know, 10, 11 years ago. I remember Van Persie telling this in his interview that Sir Alex used to come in and he used to say, "What's going on, guys? I'm getting bored. I'm a 70-year-old man and I'm getting bored. Show me some excitement." That's what we need. We need something to excite the fans again. We need something so that the players know that okay, we're at a club and we need to play good football. They're just playing football for the sake of playing football.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything else. That's very bad to watch.
Okay. So on this very sad note, let's end this episode. And yeah, let's have you back. Let's do another thing.
Absolutely.
Let's cover La Liga or the
Stereo.
Bayern Munich and everything, Borussia Dortmund chances. Yeah.
And then
Okay. Thank you, man.